Whenever I got the news that I was going to be giving the next Pinnacle talk, I actually got pretty nervous, I guess you can see. But, all these thoughts and questions started popping in my head. What am I going to talk about? They give you anything to talk about. You could talk forever. Well, I was thinking I want to give them something that's, coming from a young guy. I don't want to feel like I'm the older guy here trying to talk down to you guys because you're not going to listen to that. So I kept it, kind of basic, and I made a little 4-step plan to success. I call it 4 steps to success. And it starts with fear, comfort, consistency, and focus. The fear of standing up in front of a room full of people that you respect can sometimes be overwhelming. But fear is an acronym, and it stands for 2 things: forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. I was afraid of the unknown. Coming to my first office job, being in a big city, not knowing anyone, basically starting a new life for the summer. I seen deals for $300,000 and $400,000. Coming into an office job is pretty scary. Being a beginner in this level of work. And then you think about $100 million by December. That's a pretty scary goal to think about. But then you can't fear failure. Fear being the exact same now as you are next year. In order to go places that you haven't been before, you have to do things you've never done before. And the older you get, the more fear and responsibilities you have to take on. You can stay scared your entire life and refuse to grow, or you can use your fear to fuel your thoughts. And that's when an individual truly becomes dangerous. The saying goes, life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Making the move to Chesterfield was a very uncomfortable in the beginning. It was difficult at work, awkward living with my friend's mom. The list goes on and on, But it was new, it was a step out of my comfort zone. I look back and I realize that by taking this opportunity and working through the rough times, it will change the rest of my life. The connections I've made and the lessons I've learned and all the experience I've gained from this great opportunity will stay with me forever. I've always dreamed of living around St. Louis and kept that dream in my head since I was a kid. But the difference between your dreams and reality is action. To turn your dreams into reality, you have to focus on your goals every day for every second. Believe in yourself and be open to change. And with that comes consistency. However, if you only focus on results, you will never change. But if you focus on change, you will get results. You cannot put a roof on a skyscraper without having a firm base. Ask yourself every morning, what can I do right now, today, to become the person I want to be tomorrow? And then carry out those ideas until those ideas eventually become reality. Don't let insecure thoughts ruin something amazing. Whether or not you believe or really truly want to change yourself, there's a lot of ways that you can grow. And without change, there's no growth. And the meaning of life is not simply to exist or to survive, but to move ahead, to go up, to achieve, and to conquer. Keeping your focus, no matter what life throws at you, is key in reaching your own success. I've played sports throughout my entire childhood, just like most of you guys, whether it was baseball, basketball, badminton, or anything in between. When high school hit, I decided football was a sport for me. And I was best in middle school. All my friends played. It gave me the reputation where I felt important. Well, sophomore year rolls around, and my 2 best friends find a spot on the varsity squad, and I'm staying there high and dry. But you could have called me a bench warmer. But the worst feeling ever is when you're sitting at a table full of girls, and girls say, "Oh, you're on the football team? I didn't know that." But I can't thank those girls enough, because that day I changed my focus. I'm not a bench warmer, I'm a winner. And winners are not born, they're made. I realized that someone has to lose, and it's not going to be me. From that point forward, I turned my focus into becoming the best football player that I could be. Long practices, late night workouts, working when others were sleeping. You have to do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do. I didn't want to wake up early and work out and do all that kind of stuff, but I knew if I wanted to be the best, I had to act like the best. Well, after 2 years of hard work and dedication, I went on to arguably be the best running back in the history of my high school. It must be more than a thought. You must turn your thoughts into a lifestyle. Some people dream of success while others wake up every day and chase it. If you are born poor, it is not your mistake. However, if you die poor, it is your mistake. When you realize that your dreams and thoughts are becoming reality, it is your job not to settle, but to keep striving for your maximum potential. Confidence and pride are two key components to achieving your goals. Becoming rich is not a goal. 5 million in 3 years is a goal. Believing in yourself and ideas, knowing you will accomplish your goals even if times aren't ideal. You never show weakness. Back to football. My senior year, we had a huge game against our rival. It was coming up. We had a news reporter come in and do a little interview. We had no chance at beating this team. They asked me what I thought about the game, how I thought it was going to go. And I responded, I'm a stud, and I'm ready to put the team on my back. Yeah, I looked like a complete jackass, but after I said that, the whole team got a light in their eyes. And everybody around me was just as confident as I was. And coming from a place where the community, your teammates, and me alone didn't even think, we could accomplish this goal and beat this team. Well, we ended up winning that game, best game we played all year. And it shows that words do go far. And emotions are contagious. The way you feel and act influences the people around you. These guys here have a vision and are trying to accomplish it. And we all work hard, very hard each day to reach it. Since my internship here at Pinnacle is almost over, I chose to close my Pinnacle talk by giving thanks to everyone who has influenced my growth over this summer. So Miles, I want to say thanks for all your stories, man, whether it was about a music festival or some actor you met while doing all kinds of crazy stuff. You always had something fun to talk about at lunch. And another thing is you always made sure somebody was getting lunch every day. You were on top of that until you started this diet or whatever, No, man, but you're awesome with the camera, man. You can't beat it, dude. Some of the best work I've ever seen, honestly. And then I guess we move on to Tan the man. Tan always brings positivity to the office, whether he's having a bad day or a good day, you'll never be able to tell. And whenever you're having a long day on the job and you're really getting tired of filling out all this paperwork and not getting unreturned phone calls, Tan's always there to make something fun happen. He can take 5 minutes off the job and make you laugh so you're ready to work again. And man, the things you can do with that drone are amazing, man. Keep it up, dude. You're great.
Good man.
Foppy, right here. All right, Foppy. Most importantly, you're the wild one. I think that's why we get along so well.
That's true.
No, I just want to say thanks for showing me the ropes. You were really the first guy that I shadowed here. Showed me how to do VOEs and all that stuff. You're actually the first guy I talked to. I thought you were Chris. Came in for the interview. I was like, Chris? No, this is what.
Oh, knowing that, I would have totally.
But most importantly, you were always the guy with the stapler, and for that, I got you a box of staples. But they're at my desk. Tim, you haven't been around very long, but thank you for being so welcoming when I came in. We might have spoke once or twice, and it was like awkward, little conversation. But you acted like we were best friends, man. It was great. You're a great desk partner.
You stole his.
Yeah, I stole the scanner and the trash can. Yeah, I got an IOU on that one.
You're waiting for it.
And we can always count on you to make some weird ass noise when it's too quiet in the office. All right, now I guess we're moving along to Bobby, the stud of the office. Now, thank you for answering the endless amounts of questions that I had. I know they had to get annoying, always being there, whether it was a question on somebody that you were working on or it was Courtney or Tamara, whoever you were there willing to answer the questions, which meant a lot and really helped me get through the internship. And most importantly, always being down for a beer after work. That's a great quality you have, and I hope you keep that. And Courtney, just thanks for being you. You're so thoughtful, always reminding people of when their birthdays are or whose birthdays when and what gifts you've got. You always stay on top of things. You really hold the Pinnacle family together.
Thank you.
And also, your work ethic is unbelievable. You're always the first one to the office and the last one to leave. It really showed me what it looks like to work hard and make some money. And even if it isn't your job or isn't something you're supposed to do, you're more than willing to step out of your way and help, which is a very important quality as well. And there's Tamara. Okay. Thank you for being the mom of the office. Yeah, you just kind of keep our shit together, you know. Make sure that I've got everything done. If like I've forgotten something, you make sure to say, "Hey, you didn't get this. We need this now." But and you were always there when I needed something, just like Bobby, with questions and stuff like that. But most importantly, you were always staying focused, whether we were kicking the soccer ball in the hallway or playing golf out here or screaming. You were always doing your job, and that was a very good quality. All right, Joe P., my man. You're the only guy I've seen here, I think, that hasn't putted or kicked the soccer ball around. Honestly. No, but when you're at work, you would definitely here to work. You're always on the phone or having meetings with somebody, trying to close the next deal. You really show me what a good work ethic looks like. Andy, not here. I'm sure he's busy. But I want to tell him, hey, I'm glad I slipped into your wedding photos. That was a great night at Molly's. And thank you for asking me questions, Andy. I feel like I'm the intern around here. I'm supposed to ask all the questions, but you kind of had, you had the heart to come up to me and ask a question. And I got your Google Drive figured out.
It's so true.
Melissa, you are very nice. I remember when you first came here, it was like a week or two after I'd been here, and you were so personable. I remember your first couple of days here, you were better friends with the Pinnacle crew than I was after being here for 2 weeks. And you also showed me how to do the document in PDF form. I'm sure everybody thanks you for that. Yes. Pete, probably the most intelligent person I've ever met. You don't talk much, but when you do, it's always important. You got a lot going on up there, I can tell. More importantly, though, you're always smiling. You can never have a bad time around Pete. He's always keeping good vibes and not trying to hassle anybody. He's always there just to get his work done and then get out. I love it. Chelsea, she's not here, but thank you for this opportunity. I wouldn't be here without you. You brought me into a real office setting for the first time. And even though you weren't at the office much, when you were here, you were always busy. Talking business, never wasting time, and it shows. I like your new Mercedes, by the way. Bill? Man, where do I start?
I was waiting from the beginning.
Always staying positive, man. You can never be around Bill without getting some motivation or something deep that you've never thought your mind would think about, ever. And that's stuff that you can take outside the office. You're one of the only people that gave me something that won't necessarily help me in the office environment, but just in personal life. And that's a huge help. I appreciate that. You also always complimented us when we were due, I feel like. It was Thursday or Friday, we had a long week. I've been doing all kinds of stuff. Feel like I'm doing it all wrong. I think I'm doing it right. And you would come up to me and you'd say, great job, keep it up. Just encouraging statements that would really just get me going to finish the week out, to finish those last few pieces of paperwork that I had. And that, more than anything, is what I think one of your greatest quality is, besides being a motivational speaker, because you can really get an office going, that's for sure. And Chris, I just want to say thank you for giving me this opportunity. It's great to be a part of such a great team. You can't find this anywhere else. But your actions really showed me more than your words. You work fast-paced. You're always looking for the next best move, and you're never wasting a second. But most importantly, your realization of all the hard work that the team puts in and you reward us for it is huge. That's hard to find in a boss. When you've got all us working our asses off, trying to get all this stuff filled out, well, it's good that you realize that we're working and, you get us lunch. You go above and beyond, to make sure that we're happy with what we're doing. And that's about it on the thank yous. Love all you guys. And the most common factor between everything I picked up on you guys is that everyone always brings a positive attitude to work. Every employee at Pinnacle was handpicked for a certain reason, and when all of those qualities collaborate, this team is really limitless. No matter how much we hate it at times, we all love what we do. Whenever I run an office one day, the one thing I will make sure of is that employees do not dread coming to work. Everyone here at Pinnacle, no matter how different their lives are at home, have a certain connection that cannot be found in another office. Our home away from home. Thank you.